Right now, Jeffrey Harmon's a co-founder and chief content officer of Angel Studios. Angel's newest animated theatrical release, King of Kings, shares the story of a young boy who discovers faith through his father's story of Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me for just a moment.
King Arthur!
Get down from there!
One, two, three!
You are not King Arthur!
Charles, you're going to tell him a great story about forgiveness.
Can we do this without the cat?
Stop right there.
Our story begins 2,000 years ago when baby Jesus came into the world.
Wait, stop. If it's not about a king, then I'm not interested.
This story is about the King of Kings.
If you're with me, then I know that I will fly.
It has angels and wicked kings and miracles. Oh, so you want to hear the story now? Why don't we help Jesus along the way?
There's not nearly enough food here to feed all of these people.
I hope this helps.
Look! There's something out there!
Don't be afraid.
This was a miracle to some, but a threat to others.
Why don't we just turn the people against him?
Open up my eyes and see, and I'm not only wishing, dreaming.
Thank you.
Can't we help him?
Yes, but not the way you think.
Daddy.
It's time. This is what my father wants. I'll accept it, and so should you.
You see, a true king serves his subjects.
If you have faith, you'll become stronger than before.
It is a great story.
All right, Jeff, King of Kings, tell us about the inspiration and the connection, because there's an underlying story that I think if we don't talk about it, people will miss about Charles Dickens. Explain.
Yeah, so Charles Dickens told a story to his kids every single year, and he wrote it, but he never published it. And it's this story. And Charles Dickens, the filmmakers decided to put Charles Dickens into the movie themselves, telling his son about the story of Jesus. And this story was published 65 years after Charles Dickens' death. And the reason why this is resonating so well with kids, like people are calling it the Passion of the Christ for children, is that this little boy is going in his imagination and actually in the events with Jesus and seeing everything unfold. And I've never seen my 4-year-old get connected to a movie like this in this way and asking questions about Jesus that I thought I had taught him before, but like he's asking me questions, I'm realizing,
That's awesome.
Oh, maybe it didn't sink in before now.
That's great. All right, so the film released Friday, April 11th, projected a $19 million weekend box office, but your current total is already exceeding $25 million. I'd say you're off to a good start.
Yes, it's accelerating right now. The movie is doing extremely well. We built the campaign to make it so that families can get together on Easter, and they can come together as a family and watch a movie that everybody enjoys, that's perfect for the Easter holiday.
Without a doubt. And you got a lot of A-list actors in there. Scored on Rotten Tomatoes, scored a 97, which is good if you don't know what Rotten Tomatoes is. An impressive A+.
It's one of the highest
rated
audience scores
awesome.
in history for a film.
All right, so you know the FlashPoint Army because of what we did with Sound of Freedom. What can they do? How can people get a hold of tickets that are interested in seeing this film this weekend?
If you go to what we call, go to angel.com, And if you join the Angel Guild, you can go just get the tickets directly at angel.com/King of Kings, or you can go to angel.com and you join the Angel Guild and you get 2 movie tickets to the movie. And the Guild is a system where you get a vote on the next movies that come into Angel Studios. Angel Studios is unique from all the other studios in that we have what's called the Angel Guild. It's 1 million people that vote on all the movies that come into Angel, and they voted on King of Kings, they voted on Sound of Freedom, they voted on Cabrini, they voted on all these different films that we've released. And when you join the Angel Guild, you get a vote on films, you get to help fund them, and you get 2 movie tickets to each movie. So if you go to angel.com, you can get 2 movie tickets to King of Kings this week.
Wow. This is like a no-brainer. Rick Green, I know you're there in Boston, but you really ought to take the kids and the grandkids to see this film.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. In fact, I've got my 2 tickets. I'm part of the Guild. I love the Harmon brothers. I love what they do. And I'm going to be taking my grandson to see it as soon as I get back from Boston. And really, everybody that's watching the FlashPoint Army, the more you support this, not only will you get to see a great movie and it'll be powerful and it's good and you get to see high quality, you help them make the next movie, right? So if we're going to take back the mountain of entertainment, we've got to support those like the Harmon brothers and like Angel Studios that are doing such a great job at putting out such good content. So it's a great opportunity to support them.
All right, Jeff, I'm going to put you on the spot. The FlashPoint Army, we were involved in Sound of Freedom. How important is FlashPoint to Angel Studios?
This is the support of your community is what helps launch pre-sales for movie tickets. So theaters give seats and they give screens when people buy early. So if we want to show the world that these movies matter, movies of faith, movies of principle matter to Americans, then we have to show up early and show the theaters in force that there is a demand for this, and then they give more theaters and more locations and more seats. And so FlashPoint came in early on Sound of Freedom and coming in early on King of Kings. It makes a huge difference for this weekend. And because of FlashPoint and others, King of Kings expanded from 3,200 theaters at opening last weekend. They expanded it to 3,535. So 3,535 theaters. So it's one of the few movies in history that's expanding going into Easter week.
Well, and that's what's so important. So listen, take your kids, take your grandkids, take somebody else's kids. If you don't have any kids nearby, give them their tickets. Don't take them from their parents, but give the family the tickets. Lorenzo, I think you need to see this movie. I think you'd be a great voice actor for somebody in that film.
I would love to be a part of this movie and what God is doing in the earth in terms of animation. I really do believe that Jesus is using a different type of bait to catch a new fish. We know that oftentimes young people have not heard the story. Young people have not known the story. So to hear how Jesus is creatively using this story for his glory, it is very encouraging.
Yeah, Luke, what do you think? You're going to see the film? Take your wife. She'd like it.
Absolutely. We'll definitely go see it. And what's interesting here is that Hollywood is terrified of what Christian media companies are doing because they are taking up a huge part of the market share that they never thought was going to be possible. And so by your supporting this movie and other films, you just see folks getting involved. And I think it was Angel Studios that had a really good clip on social media the other day where it was at the beginning, they started to have a conversation with Hollywood. Hollywood said, I don't want anything to do with you. And then after they started having such enormous success, Hollywood was like, hey, what are you doing over there? And they were like, we got this. We're okay. We don't need you guys anymore. And that's what we need to start saying to the entertainment industry that's controlled by the left and by forces we don't want any part in. We don't need you anymore. We've got our own thing going here. And so it is so crucial to support Christian media and Christian entertainment. As somebody who works in the media all the time, this is so crucial because if you don't fill that void, somebody else is going to do it, somebody with an untoward agenda. And so that's why it's crucial that you get involved in this.
Yeah, all right, Jeff, I mean, we're seeing this happen, and I will say this, I'm a part of the Guild as well, and being able to preview films is a great, it's great to be able to be a part of this, and I think that's what people have gravitated to this so much, is that they see the ability, like, hey, I may be older, but I can help steer stuff for my kids and my grandchildren. Maybe they're not even here yet, but I can have an impact, and that's what's massive. You guys have really tapped into something. Thank you for what you're doing. Again, tell us how we can go see King of Kings this weekend.
So go to angel.com, join the Angel Guild, allows you to vote on everything, and you'll get 2 movie tickets to King of Kings, and it'll give you 2 movie tickets to every other movie we're releasing. We have a movie coming out on Memorial Day weekend with Neil McDonough that's about bull riding called The Last Rodeo. And that also has faith elements in that movie. And we've got another movie coming out at Christmas time called 0 AD that's about King Herod trying to kill the babies. It has Jim Caviezel, Sam Worthington, Ben Middleton. It's the same director as Sound of Freedom. So there's movies coming out continuously.
That's awesome.
In theaters, and you get 2 movie tickets to every movie if you get, including King of Kings, if you go to angel.com.
All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You know what to do. Go to angel.com and join the Guild. Go get your tickets and be right. Jeff, thank you for coming by. We're a fan of Angel, and thank you for being a part of FlashPoint.
Thank you so much for your support.